What's going on, everybody? Mike here, AHC Garage. Welcome back to the channel. Another video on this budget build Honda Prelude. And today is the day we got our freshly rebuilt H22 motor here. Gonna be going back in this just painted engine bay. Let's take a look and see what we got here. And here's another look at our H22 motors. You guys can click on the link down description. We're gonna have the series link down below. And we have refreshed this motor from top to bottom. All the gasket been replaced along with the timing belt, the tensioner, the water pump, and all the good stuff. Now, right down here, this is our factory Denso alternator that been rebuilt. And along with that, we have a new AC compressor. Now back in engine bay here, pretty straightforward. As some of you guys know, the H22 kind of sit toward the firewall, give us plenty of space to put this motor in. And JC did opt in for the 1320 solid motor mount. So like TJ mentioned on the last video, it's gonna give that extra vibration. I think that's what he's looking for. Now over here on the side mounts, we already mounted it up right here. So that's gonna help us guide the motor in. Should be a pretty smooth transition here. And now on the driver's side, just prepping our bracket for the solid engine mount. We got the rear mounting ready. We got the side transmission mount here as well. We got our bracket on the transmission. Yeah, all the prep work's pretty much done. Just gotta bolt that down, and we can probably lift the car up and slide the motor and transmission under, and let's get the marriage started. So to make our life a little bit easier, we'll go ahead and remove the radiator and the fan motor, and now it'll give us extra space to slide this bad boy back in the engine bay here. All right, go. Go. Right there, there. All right, so we got both side mounts on, so let's go ahead and lift that up. And now we can get our back bracket on the rear engine mount.
The mounts aren't even tight and it's already solid. That means it's gonna be super vibration.
1 to 10, 10 to hardest.
12.
Extreme vibration it is. Okay, the bottom portion of the rear bracket's all finished up. We got the 17 that we got tightened up, and then we can tighten up both the side mounts. All right, so we just finished off our slave cylinder. We'll go ahead and bleed the system so we can double check our clutch operation, make sure everything's okay before we move forward here. All right, go ahead and put some fluid back in here. Okay.
I'm going to hold this.
I think the nipple is a little too small here. You got it, JC? Just gotta use the hand to pump it until we get pressure
going
here.
Down. All right, hold it.
All right.
Pump it. Hold it. Hold it. Does it feel? Is it tight?
Right.
Let's see how it feels.
Let me see here. Yep. She feels good. All right, so this part is all done. Let's go and move on to the next. So with the slave stone out of the way, we're gonna move back to the bottom of the vehicle, try to get this all buttoned up. We got our engine and transmission cover right here. Got a nice and finished. After this, I think we're gonna throw on our cross member, which includes the front engine mount. All right, let's go ahead and slide in driver's side axle here. It's going now.
It's going?
It's going, yeah. All right, perfect. So we do have a set of new axles. These are aftermarket, so the fitment is a little tight. But we managed to be able to get it back in.
All right, let's put the next extra vibration axle in.
All right, we're good. What's that, T?
Extra vibration mounts for the extra vibration. Extra vibration axles for the extra vibration mounts. Okay, all right, hold on. All right, right there.
So before we put on our front cross member, we'll go ahead and replace our front engine mount. You can see it's all cracked. Well, the good thing is, this one isn't solid.
Yeah, we don't even need this. This is not going to do anything.
Front cross member is going up. Let's go ahead and line that up. Next up is going to be the exhaust A pipe. Nice.
Oh, JC. Hold on. What are you doing, dog? Oh my God. Let me get this. I ain't got time, JC. I got no time for your games, okay?
All right, let's take a look at the bottom here. I think we pretty much got everything buttoned up here. Axles are in, we got the cross member, subframed, suspension components are attached. Things are looking good so far. Next up, let's go ahead and bring the car back down and finish up the top. And now we're up on top. The first thing we're gonna run is the AC lines. First, we got the AC pipe here. Once we get that tightened down, we move on to the soft line and also the radiator back in, along with the fans. And next up, we're going to mount up our shifter. Now, this Prelude use shifter cables rather than shifter linkage like the EKs and DC.
Doesn't make no fucking sense.
Here we go. Throw our body cables here. Just a few final touch up over here on this end. We just installed the fuel return line. Now we got the pressure line that will go in. A couple of vacuums that we got plugged in. And last one will be the brake booster vacuum here. Other than that, I think we're all good from the back portion here. Okay, so just pull the valve cover off. We'll go ahead and finish off with all new grommets and gaskets. And we have a factory valve cover set, come with all the grommets, valve cover gasket, and also the spark plug seals. And now we're going to move on to our AC system. Going to finalize the AC system. We got two hoses, one here, and another one connected from the compressor to the condenser. All right, here we go. Radiator going back in.
We're putting these NGK iridiums in because he's going to be running the Digi. Now, are these supposed to be a non-resistor type plug with the Digi, or how does that work? JC doesn't know. Okay, so he doesn't know.
That's what he recommended, so that's what I got.
Oh. Now we're at the point where we are going to be installing our distributor, which we're not just doing a distributor anymore. We are doing a Digi. So this pretty much replaces the distributor. It allows you to run coil on plug, and it's a direct plug and play for the most part. Comes with a plate to bolt down the coils. You got your distributor here, and then your harness, and then I think there's a wire jumper harness to convert the stock plugs to plug right up to this.
So what we're doing here, we are just changing the plate. The kit does come with different color of plate. JC initially wanted the red, but the kit does come with a silver ring. I think that would probably look better on the engine bay as well. So all we're doing is just swapping it over. 4 screws. And over here we're using a vessel screwdriver, electric screwdriver. Been using it for over a year. So far so good. It's been one of my best tools that I purchased. I think I purchased this last year in SEMA. So here's the plate. All we're doing, just really swapping it over.
What the hell? What is this?
That's it.
Apparently, you know, the person that owns the car decided not to review the instructions for the Digi. Turns out we have to take these 2 studs out in order to hold the plate down for the coils. So, you know,
That being said, the
now we
valve
have to take
cover
it all
has
back
to
apart.
be come off completely. And got to clean off all the Honda bonds and reseal everything. What do you think about that, JC?
Yeah.
I don't know.
great. They, you know, real fun.
Yeah, he didn't know.
Yeah. He didn't know.
Now valve cover is off. Just gonna go ahead and take our time and clean off some of this fresh Honda bond we just laid down. There, perfect. All that's cleaned up. Got the other side to do, and go ahead and remove these studs right over here. These two, right, TJ?
Yeah.
There's one here, and then one right over here. I'm gonna apply some fresh Honda bond before I lay the valve cover back on. Now we're going to install the new grommet. The plates can go right on top. So the coil and plug and the Distributor is all finished up. Next up, we'll go ahead and put our transmission oil in. Then we'll follow that up with our engine oil. With the oils out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and install our upper and lower radiator hoses. Start off with the lower. And the next thing is going to be our freshly painted battery tray. Beautiful.
You have your overflow tank?
Yeah.
And this is going to be our last fluid to fill up. Engine cooling should take about a gallon, maybe a gallon and a half. The system is completely empty. Other than that, I think we're ready for the startup. Go ahead and
You
crack.
there?
Yep. And we'll just crack open the bleeder right over here. Yep, right there. You can actually hear the air coming out. Oh, well. There you go. Add more. This is the second bottle.
Yeah, you hear it?
I can't hear right now. All I hear is the cooling going. Oh yeah, I hear it now.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. Perfect.
That's funny.
Guys, it's been a long journey here so far. I think we only have about 4 videos, but probably put about 30, 40 hours of man hours on this. Maybe a little more, I think, but it's well worth it. Looking good so far.
And that's all you got to do.
Okay, so just check out the video how to initialize and set up the DigiDisi. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the key on.
The slot needs to be up and down and offset to the right. If it's offset to the left, spin the
Oh man, been such a long time. Car finally coming on.
Take your DigiDisi.
Here we go.
All right.
Groove in the cam key.
Here we
facing more
go.
downward. Engine harness. Plug it in. Hold the outer button. Slowly advance it, moving counterclockwise till the green light shuts off. Install your bolt and insert, tighten it down. You're all set. You're at 16 degrees base timing, no timing light needed, and that's all you got to do.
Okay.
How to set a DigiDisi on an H series. Set the crank to TDC. Look at the cam.
All right, so we just set our DigiDisi. Now we unplugged it because we're gonna prime the motor, get the oil to flow, prime the power steering pump, and then we'll connect it and we'll see how it starts.
And here's the inside view, and I'm gonna have the pleasure of cranking this motor over. Here we go. Well, should sound really healthy, so that's a good thing. And now T, you're gonna plug everything back in.
Okay. All right. Moment of truth?
Are we good to go?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh man, that's not good, man. Here we go, guys. Whoa! Yeah, guys. Woo! No smoke. No smoke. Guys, take a look at this right here. Took us about 35-40 hours from removing the original motor, getting the engine bay painted, and put everything back together, and she sounds beautiful. Wow. This is why we do it. This is why we do it. So far so good, TJ.
Yeah.
Not bad. You know, one thing I was worried about is the smoking, because the motor does have quite a bit of sludge underneath there. I think what we're going to do is let the motor run, let it break in a couple of his cycles, then we're going to drain the fluid, and then put some fresh engine oil back in, and then maybe go for a test drive. And our cooling fan just cycled off. We're going to go ahead and let it cycle one more time. Then we'll go check all of our fluid level. Then we're going to put on our factory intake system back in the car. And the cooling fan kicks on the second time. Check all of the fluid. Everything is good. Throwing on our factory stock intake here. Maybe in the future we're going to have an aftermarket intake, but I don't think there's anything out there right now at the moment. I'm sure we're going to find something down the road. But in the meantime, we'll be using our factory stock intake here. And yeah, the car is looking really, really good right now. Runs good. Probably going to throw the wheels on there once we have some fresh tires. Oh, he got some tires now. Magically, he got some tires. Okay, so we'll go over the gear, make sure the clutch operation is okay. Go, first gear. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Everything's all good. Perfect. And reverse. Right, so we just place her in the vacuum for about 30 minutes. So we just finished with the vacuum section, and now we're ready to charge the AC system. 27 ounces?
26 and a half, but yeah.
Well, there you go. Let's go ahead and hit that. We got to start the car.
Start the car.
Full blast. Got that? Okay. Low size going in.
Let's see if the compressor kicks on.
Should kick on right about now. Yes, sir. Let's check. We got condenser fan here. Got the cooling fan both are running. Compression kicks on. How's the pressure? It's cool out right now too. It's probably like what, 60 degrees right now. We got about what, 140 over 25. The low side should be super cold. Feel it.
Oh yeah.
How we doing out here?
Cold in here.
AC for the first time. AC for the first time. And not a good one for us, guys. And not a good one. And let's do a quick inspection under the vehicle here. Make sure there's no fluid leak. Let's take a look at it, guys. Dry. This is exactly what we want. No leaks whatsoever. This is awesome.
JC got like a brand new car now.
Yeah, almost like a brand new car. Just a few more things in the suspension, wheels and tires, and maybe an exterior paint job. This budget build will be all done. Well guys, that's all we have for today's video. We are super happy with the H22, how well it performed so far. Be sure to tune in the next video. We'll get this car roadworthy. We'll rest with suspension, we'll get some wheels and tires. Be sure to stay tuned. Until then, we'll see you guys again next week.